Hi guys, good evening everyone. Today we'll start with percentages and profit and loss. I hope yesterday you have practiced a few questions on averages. Okay, so today we'll discuss about the most important topics, percentages as well as profit and loss. Okay, we'll discuss about concept as well as the questions which were given in the last TCS exam. Okay, so before going to solve the questions from percentages and profit and loss, okay, first the prime most important thing is we should know the concept. What's the concept of percentages and what's the concept of profit and loss? Basically, like majority of the students used to feel that these two are two different topics, but what we consider it as like mostly whatever the things we are going to learn in percentages, the same thing we are going to use it in the profit and loss as well. Okay, so that's the reason I considered both as the same topic. So let's go with what actually the percentage means. Okay, guys, first 15 to 20 minutes is the most crucial part for today's class because this 15 to 20 minutes we are going to discuss about percentages and profit and loss concept, and then whatever the points we are discussing on, whatever the shortcuts we are discussing in the concept, so the same shortcuts we are going to use in the questions which were given in the TCS exam. Okay, so first 15 to 20 minutes is the most important part. Don't miss out. So first we'll discuss about what actually means by percentages. Okay, so let's consider. Okay, when we are thinking about like percentages, the most important thing is calculation part. Okay, so we'll discuss about few things like how to calculate as fast as possible in percentages concept. Let's say if it is like, let's say 40 percentage of 60. Okay, when you want to solve a question like what is 40 percentage of 60, what basically students will do is they will start doing 40 by 100 into 60, right? So they will start doing all these calculations, 0 0 cancel, here it will be 24. Now the simplest part is, so no need to do all these calculations. If it is 40 percentage of 60, no need to do by taking 40 by 100 into 60 all these calculations. The simplest way is very easy. So remember, when you are doing any calculation tricks for percentages, okay, first thing, eliminating zeros method. You should understand this eliminating zeros method. So our target is to eliminate two zeros. Okay, let's say here we have two zeros in the question. 40 percentage of 60, here 1 0 I cancel and one more 0 I cancel. Now what are the numbers left out? 4 and 6 are the numbers left out, so which is equals to 4 6 are 24. So what is 40 percentage of 60 is 24. Okay, now can you guess answer what is 30 percentage of 80 now? Can you post answers fast? What is 30 percentage of 80? Yeah, the same procedure you can follow. Yes, exactly. So 0 0 will get cancelled. What is 3 8 times 24? Now some students might be thinking, sir, these questions are very simple. Okay, what if we don't have zeros, or what if we have more than two zeros in the question? Okay, I'll come to your point. Let's take an example. What is 40 percentage of 2000? Okay, so I said clearly we should eliminate only two zeros. Okay, not as many zeros are there in the question. Okay, just only eliminating two zeros. You can eliminate any two zeros, so multiply remaining values. So here I eliminated two zeros, so remaining values are 40 and 20. So obviously two zeros are there, so 4 twos 8. So I can say that it is 40 percentage of 2000 is 800. Okay, now one more question for you. Okay, let's consider what is 20 percentage of 75. What is 20 percentage of 75? Can you guess what is 20 percentage of 75? Okay, so here, whatever the three examples we have taken, we have two zeros, right? Two zeros we eliminated and we multiplied remaining values. Then what's the value of 20 percentage of 75? Now students might be thinking, sir, you said two zeros to be eliminated, but here we don't have two zeros to eliminate. But if you observe, here we have one zero which is eliminated and one more zero left out, correct? So we don't have any more zeros to cancel. So in this particular situation, what you need to do is very simple. 1 0 eliminated actually. So multiply remaining two values. Okay, 75 and 2. What is 75 2 times? 150, correct? So now we have one more zero in the answer. So eliminate this zero. Now answer is 15. That's it. Okay, so what is 20% of 75? So after eliminating 1 0, so we don't have any zeros. So we multiplied those values and we got answer 150. In answer, we have one more zero. We eliminated that and our final answer will be 15. Now, some students might be thinking, sir, what if we don't have zero in the answer also? Okay, so how to do that? Very simple. I'll come to your point. Now, let's say 30 percentage 30 percentage of 25. 30 percentage of 25. Now the same type of question, but here in answer we got 1 0, we eliminated it. So 30 percentage of 25, we eliminate 1 0 in 30. Now there are no zeros to eliminate. So what I said, we should multiply the values directly. 25 three times. What is 25 three times? 25 three times is 75. Now in answer also we didn't get any zeros to eliminate. Now at this particular time, what you should do is very simple. Just keep one decimal before one number. So it will be 7.5. So what is 30 percentage of 25? Which is nothing but 7.5. Okay, I hope you all are clear with this basic calculations. So there are so many things we need to learn before going to solve percentage classes. Okay, so percentage questions. So these are the few things. Okay, let's say 40 percentage of 60, 30 percentage of 80. These are the questions where we have two zeros to eliminate. We eliminated two zeros, we multiplied the values. What if we have more than two zeros? We eliminate only two, remaining values to be multiplied. What if we don't have more than two zeros? So eliminate 1 0 and multiply remaining values. If you will get 1 0 in the answer, eliminate that zero. Okay, if you don't get zero in the answer, what you need to do? Just keep one decimal before the last number. So these are the few examples that you should understand. And I will ask you one more question. So we should not blindly follow the same shortcut for all the questions, correct? So we will learn so many shortcuts, but we should also know, okay, which shortcut to be used in that particular question. Very simple, guys. My point is very clear. We all know that a plus b whole square formula. Okay, we all know that a square plus b square plus 2ab, correct? So knowing this formula is not a big deal, but you should know where to apply this formula, correct? The same case, we will learn so many shortcuts in percentages, but you should also know that where to use that formula. That's the most important thing. Okay, I'll ask you one question. Okay, let's say 24 percentage of 150. Okay, what is 24 percentage of 150? Now students might be using the same trick. So here 1 0 got eliminated and they will start multiplying 24 into 15. If you will do this multiplication and all, it will take some time, correct? So no need to do actually these two multiplication of these two numbers. I will tell you one more better way. Okay, so here can you guess or can you try and post your answers for this? Okay, whichever the method you want, you can try. But can you post your answers? Let me see how many of you will get that answer. Yeah, very good. Yes, I got many answers in the chat box. It is 36. Okay, very good. Now 24 percentage of 150. Okay, so you can do it in a normal way. So zero cancel and you should multiply these two values. So you will get 360 and one more zero will be eliminated in that answer. So my point is, okay, if you want to multiply this, it will take some time, correct? So my suggestion is not to do that process. Okay, so I can simply say what is 24 percentage of 150. So what's the value that we can see here? 24 plus what is half of 24? It is 12. Okay, 24 plus 12, 36. This is what your answer. And now students might be thinking, sir, why you have written here 24 and why you have written here 12? Why you added these two? Very simple, guys. I will tell you one more trick. Just listen carefully. So when you will get questions like this, okay, so let's say 20 percentage of 80. 20 percentage of 80 is 16. As I said, the shortcut 0 will get cancelled. So 2 8 times is 16. Correct? Now, if I ask you the question, what is 80 percentage of 20? What is 80 percentage of 20? So again, 0, 0 will get cancelled. So what is 8 two times? 8 two times again, it will be 16. Now, if you observe these two questions, I can frame one particular relation or shortcut. So I can say, if any question which is in the form of a percentage of b, okay, if I'm not comfortable with that question, I can also rewrite that question as b percentage of a. Am I correct? Because, okay, 20 percentage of 80 is 16. Even 80 percentage of 20 is also 16. That's the reason if a percentage of b is not in my comfort zone, so I can rewrite that statement as b percentage of a. Okay, clear? That's the reason. So when you should use this particular approach is either of the sides, if you will get either 25 multiple or 50 multiple, it is very easy to frame that, because here 24 percentage of 150, I'm not comfortable. So I'm rewriting that statement. I'm rewriting that statement as 150 percentage of 24, because these two both are same. Okay, 24 percentage of 150 is same as 150 percentage of 24. Now here in 150, I can say that we have 100% and one more 50%, because 150 means 100 plus 50. 100% of 24 is 24 plus 50% of 24. 50% in the sense half, right? So what is 50% of 24 means half of 24? 12. So I can say that 12 plus 24, which is nothing but 36. You can say, you can use this approach. Basically, this is one of the very, very important approach. Okay, but you should understand where to use this approach, not for all the numbers. So if the numbers on either of the sides is 25 multiple or 50 multiple, it is easy to relate the values. Okay, so this is the second kind of thing we can follow for percentages calculations. I hope you all are clear with this. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Siddharth posted explanation also. Yes. Okay, so these are the minimum things that we should understand. Okay, now let me teach you one more thing. So before gonna solve percentages, okay, before gonna solve percentages, we should also, okay, know conversions, fraction to percentage or percentage to fraction conversions, guys. And one more suggestion, okay, if any students are not able to cope up with the flow, or some students might be a slow learners, okay, my small suggestion is, after completion of the video, of course, like we are uploading that video in YouTube, okay, just go through that video once again. Wherever you have doubt, okay, just pause the video and try it by your own, so that you can easily learn the concept as well as the question. Whichever the question you have doubt, okay, if you are not able to cope up with the flow, okay, so pause the video in the YouTube, so try to solve it. If you have any doubts, you can post your doubts in the chat box or in the comments in the YouTube video. So maximum we will try to respond in the comment section. Okay, so let's go with the conversions. Okay, next more important point is percentage to fraction or fraction to percentage conversions. Okay, see, very simple. Now when I'm talking about 20%, okay, this 20%, okay, how to convert this into fraction? Very simple. 20% is nothing but 1 by 5. Sir, how did you get this 1 by 5? Means very simple. When you are writing 20%, 20 by 100, correct? Okay, 20 by 100 means 20 once, 25 times. So this is how we should convert. At least we should remember some basic and standard conversions in percentages. Let's say if I'm talking about 25%, can you guess what will be the fraction of 25%? What will be the fraction of 25%? Yes, exactly. It is 1 by 4, correct? Now, so 1 by 3 means 33.33%. So 1 by 6 means 16.66%. Okay, so 1 by 5, 1 by 4, 1 by 3, 1 by 6, these are the basic standard conversions, and there are a few more things, as I said in earlier class. So before coming to percentages and profit and loss session, okay, especially for Tcsnqt, my small suggestion is, better go through complete concept of percentages and profit and loss, which were there in CV Corp YouTube channel. You just go through complete concept of that. Almost, I think so, it will be for 2 hours class. okay, on percentages and profit and loss, then you will get more clarity about these fractions and conversions where I have clearly explained about the concept. Okay, so these are the basic and standard conversions, so you should also know this part. Okay, next thing, what are the points we need to understand other than these calculations in percentages are, okay, so we should also know percentage, okay, percentage increase or decrease. Okay, percentage increase or decrease. What actually means the percentage increase and percentage decrease? Very simple. Now let's consider, okay, the price of the pen. Okay, now the price of the pen is let's say 5 rupees. Okay, the price of the pen is 5 rupees. Okay, yesterday the price of the pen is 5 rupees. Today the price got increased. Okay, today price got increased. Let's say today's price of the pen is 8 rupees. The same pen, this is the price in yesterday, so it is 5 rupees, and today's the pen price is 8 rupees. Now my question is very simple: how much percentage of the price got increased? Okay, can anyone post our answers? Okay, today, yesterday's price is 5 rupees. The pen price is 5 rupees. And today, the same pen price is 8 rupees. Means I can say that pen price got increased. Okay, how much percentage of the price got increased is the question. Very simple. Yes, I'm getting answers 30, 60. Yeah, two different answers the students started posting. Yes. If you observe here, okay, so 5 rupees became 8 rupees. Now, can I say that, okay, price got increased by 3%? Is it correct? No. Okay, because here price is not got increased by 3%. Okay, so it is not percentage got increased by 3%. Here price is getting increased by 3 rupees. So I should not consider price with percentages. Now I can clearly say that how much increase in the price is 3 rupees. 3 rupees got increased, but they are not asking how much price got increased. How much percentage got increased is the question they are asking. Now, when they are asking about percentage increase or percentage decrease, remember we will be having a formula, standard formula. So difference divided by, even the same formula you will get it in Google as well. So difference by base value into 100. But my suggestion to all the students is don't follow this particular formula. Okay, I'll tell you the complications and confusions where, okay, students might get in exam, okay, in the denominator value. Okay, because majority of the students will get confused by taking denominator value. Okay, numerator is more clear because difference. What's the difference between 5 and 8? Okay, you will take it in the difference. Okay, and base value students will get confused whether they have to consider 5 as a base value or 8 as a base value. So I will tell you the simplest way, okay, to deal with this kind of questions. Okay, so very simple. Numerator, so the price got increased from 5 rupees to 8 rupees. Just mention how much it got increased. So 3 rupees got increased, so which is nothing but the difference of the values. Now denominator value, here they're talking about percentage increase, correct? Percentage increase, you just mention in the denominator from which value it is getting increased. Okay, is it getting increased from 5 to 8 or 8 to 5? So obviously from 5 rupees to 8 rupees it is getting increased. So we should consider, so 5 rupees in the denominator. Okay, I hope you all are clear with this. So 3 by 5, obviously when you want percentage, so it should be into 100. So 5 ones, 5, 20 times. 23 times is 60. So how much percentage of the price of the pen got increased means 60% of the price got increased. So be clear about the value in the denominator. So when they are talking about percentage increase, you just need to take from which value it is getting increased. From 5 rupees to it is increasing to 8 rupees. So this is the base value we should consider. It's not about like first value we should consider or second value you should consider. You just remember the process is from which value it is getting increased. Now I will take one more example. Example number 2. Okay, let's say I'll give you one small example. Let's consider in yesterday's class, okay, there are 40 students in my class. In yesterday's class, there are 40 students in my class. And today's class, Okay, let's say there are 52 students. Sorry, let's say we'll take decrease value. Okay, 28 students in the class. Okay, let's take an example. Yesterday, okay, there are 40 students in a class, and today 28 students are there in the class. Now, can you tell me here the number of students got increased or decreased? So obviously number of students got decreased. Let's say if I'm talking an example decrease, so how much percentage of the students got decreased? Okay, is the question. Now, how much percentage of the students got decreased means, so what we have to consider here, the difference between these two values. So 40 and 28. What is the difference here? 12 students got decreased. So 12 students got decreased. Now, can you guess what might be the value in the denominator? Is it 40 or 28? What should I consider? 40 or 28? Let me check. Yes, exactly. Okay, so when you're talking about percentage decrease, okay, when you're talking about percentage decrease, from which value it is getting decreased? From 40 to 28, it is decreasing, right? So in the denominator, we should consider 40 into 100. Okay, so 0 0 will get cancelled. 4 ones 4 3 times, so 3 into 10, 30. So how much percentage of the students got decreased is 30 percentage. I hope you all are clear with this basic example. Okay, I hope you all are clear. Can you just confirm in the chat box, are you clear with these two examples? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now we'll go with another. Okay. Next pattern of questions in percentages. This is the most important now. Okay. So where we considered one direct shortcut for this. Before that, let me give you a small example. I will take two examples. Okay. Let's say initially, okay, a person is going on a car, okay, with some speed. We don't know the speed. Okay, initially the person is going on a car with some speed. Okay, so he increased his speed by 25%. He increased his speed by 25%. Again, he increased his speed by 20%. Okay, again he increased his speed by 20%. Now, what is his speed change in overall? Overall, how much percentage of his speed got increased is the question. Okay, so a person is going with some speed. We are not so sure about what is the value of the speed. Okay, but we know the condition. Okay, that person increased his speed by 25%. Again, he increased his speed by 20%. What is his change in the speed in overall? Okay, so can you post answers in the chat box? What is the change in overall speed? Yeah, some are posting 45, 40, 50. Here. Yeah. Okay, so here majority of the students might get confused. Sir, initially 25% got increased his speed. Again, he increased to 20%. So what is the overall increase? The value is 25 plus 20, 45. So actually it is not correct. So 45 is wrong answer. So I will tell you the simple concept. Let's say, okay, initially I'm assuming it as a person is going at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour speed. Okay, 100 kilometers per hour speed. How much percentage of the speed got increased initially? So first time 25% of the speed got increased. What is 25 percentage of 100? So I can say that 0 0 cancel. So 25 speed got increased. So I can say that now his speed is 125 kilometers per hour. Now again, okay, his speed is increased by 20%. When you observe the logic, when second time he is increasing 20%, that 20% will get increased from the value of either 100 or 125. Yes, of course, it is from 125. So from 125, he increases speed again by 20%. So what is 20% of 125? I said one shortcut at the starting. Did you remember? So what is 20% of 125 means? 0 eliminated. Okay, 125 to the 250. So in 250, one more 0 eliminated means again 25 kilometers per hour speed more got increased. So his value now is 150. Now if you observe, he started with 100, he's ending with 150 kilometers per hour speed. What is the overall change here? Can I say that it is 50%? Yes, answer is 50%. Now, if you observe, so initially he increased his speed by 25%. Again, second time when he is increasing his speed, so he is increasing 20% of the 125. Okay, this is the logic actually. Okay, so this is one of the example. Okay, so this kind of questions, I can say that, okay, here what happening is, okay, we can say successive increment. Okay, so successive increment means adjacent. So first 25%, again next immediately 20%. So these values we call it as successive increment. Okay, now I will tell you one small example. Okay, so there is one concept called discounts in percentages which plays a major role in the topic of profit and loss. So we'll consider the concept of discounts now. I will ask you one small logical question. Okay, let's say you want to buy a watch. Okay, the watch cost is 1,000 rupees. Okay, let's say you went to shop A. Okay, you want to buy a watch of 1,000 rupees. There is one more shop called B where you find the similar watch and similar brand, similar color, the same watch. Even here also you observe that price is 1,000 rupees. But shop A person, okay, he said he will give discount of 40%. Okay, now shop B person, okay, he said he will give discount of, okay, 20 plus 20%. Okay, now which shop will you prefer? Okay, this is the question. Now the same watch, same price, shop A person decided to give 40% discount, and shop B person, okay, they said they will give 20% plus 20%, means successive discounts they wish to give. Okay, so which shop will you prefer? Will you prefer A or B? Just post your answers in the chat box. And yeah, Pavani posted it as why we should consider 100. So it's not mandatory to consider 100 at the initial value. So you can consider 200 or 500 or 1000, because why I consider 100 means 100 is the reference value. It is easy to explain. So even you try the same question considering 500, you will get answer 50. If you want, you can take 1000, you will get answer 50. So answer will not change by taking any value as a reference value. Okay, just to make our calculation simple and easy, so I decided to take it as 100. So you can take any value, you just try it, you will get the same answer. Okay. Yeah, here majority of the answers I am observing. Yes. Okay, majority of the answers I am getting it as majority of the students started taking watch from B, shop B, because they are giving successive discounts. Okay. Now, if you observe here, okay, shop A is giving 40%, shop B is giving 20 plus 20%, right? Now, now we'll just reveal the strategy how like business people will do by taking these successive discounts. Okay, so in this shop, actually the watch price is 1,000, right? When the shop person started giving 40% discount, so what is 40 here? How much discount you are getting? Okay, 40% of 1,000. Now, can I say that 400 is the discount I'm getting? Now, when I get 400 rupees is a discount, so obviously I should pay 600 rupees. Now, at what price I got that watch? I got that watch for 600 rupees, correct? Now, let's go to shop B. What happened here is, first what they will do is, they will give 20% discount. Okay, let's say first discount. Okay, first discount. 20% of 1,000. So 20% of 1,000, what is 20% of 1,000? Can I say that it is 200? Okay, now 200 rupees discount is given. What will be the price left out of 1,000? 200 rupees first discount we got. So the remaining value is 800, correct? Now the second time we have one more discount. So again 20%. Now the second time discount will be given from 800, not from 1,000. Okay. Now again second discount, they will give second discount. Okay, again 20% off, they will give it on 800. What is 20% of 800? So if you observe 20%, 0 0 cancel, 28 times is 16, so 160 rupees. Now from 800, if you remove 160, it will be 6 40 rupees. Now, final price of the watch is 640 if you select shop B. Now, if you select shop A, what's the final price? 600. Now tell me, which shop will you prefer? Will you get the same watch with 600 or 640? Obviously, when it comes to the point of discounts concept, okay, so remember one simple logic, and majority of the students might not know here. So I can see on the chat box, there are so many students posted it as B. Now they are changing into shop A. So remember guys, one simple point is, so whenever you are getting successive discounts, don't prefer successive discounts. Better always prefer direct discounts. Now, if you observe here, 40%, if you will take discount, you will get complete 40%. But if you will take 20% plus 20%, so how much discount you are getting here? You are paying 640 rupees. Means how much discount you are getting? You are just only getting 36%. Okay. So out of 1000, if you will remove 360 rupees, it will be 640. Means 20 plus 20 is not 40 in the concept of discounts. So you should understand the logic here. Always prefer direct discounts over successive discounts. Don't prefer successive discounts. I hope you all are clear about this particular logic. So you might get a doubt, sir, why you compared these, okay, percentages with the concept of discounts in profit and loss? As I said, almost both are same. So I just wanted to give you one direct shortcut to understand this successive increment or successive decrement. See, you just try to observe the difference here. So what's the basic difference is, here, initially I consider it as 100, right, speed. First, how much got increased? 25% increase. Again, 20% increase. So second time when it is increasing 20% on 125, it is getting increased, correct? So first 25% increase and second time again 20% increase. So here we call it as successive increment. Now, when you observe discount, discount is all about removing. So if you will go to a shop to buy a shirt, okay, they will give you 30% discount. Means they will increase the price or they will decrease the price. Obviously, discount is all about decreasing the value, correct? So this we call it as successive decrement. Okay, successive decrement. You just observe the logic. So price of the watch is 1000 rupees. 20% of 1000 means 200 got reduced. Now the value is 800. Again from 800, second time again it is getting decreased 20%. Means here, can I say that it is getting decreased successively? So that's what we call it as successive increment or successive decrement. Now my overall theme of these two examples is, now I'm just erasing this and I will explain you the direct shortcut for the two examples. Okay, so already I can see a few students posted, okay, the formula in the chat box. Sir, can you say how 125 of 20%? See, very simple, guys. Okay, again, students are asking, sir, how you got 20% of 125 is 150? Very simple. 20% of 125, right? So 0 cancel. 25 into 1, so 125 into 2, what's the value? 250. Again, one more 0 cancel. So which is equals to 25. Starting of the class, the same logic I explained. So here we got 25. Means already the value is 25, 125, right? So if you increase 125 to the 25 rupees from 125, it will be 150, correct? So you should increase this value to 125 because that is what successive increment means. Okay, these are all like we already discussed at the starting of the class. Okay, now let me give you a shortcut for that. For successive increment, okay, for successive increment and decrement, okay, for successive increment and for successive decrement. Okay, so very simple logic. A plus B plus AB by 100. So A plus B plus AB by 100 is the formula we are using it for successive increment or successive decrement. Okay, so what are these values means? Let's say I said one example. You are going on a car with some speed. You increased your speed by 25% initially. Again you increase. First you increase your speed by 25%. Again you increase your speed by 20%. These are the two successive increment values. So when it is increment, take positive value. When it is decrement, take negative value. Okay, so the speed got increased by 25% first time. Second time again it is 20% increase. Okay, so A value is 25%, A value is 25, B value is 20. Now A into B, what is 25 into 20? Can I say that it is 500? 500 by 100. So 100 once, 100 5 times. So 25 plus 20 plus 5, which is equals to 50%. So what is the overall increase in the speed means 50%. No need to consider 100. From 100 it is increasing 25%. Again from 125 it is increasing 20%. No need to consider actually all these values. You can directly say that if you remember this successive increment or successive decrement formula, okay, A plus B plus AB by 100, this formula helps a lot to solve questions from percentages and profit and loss. There are so many conditions where we are using this particular shortcut. Okay, so please do remember this formula and shortcut, so for solving next questions from TCS. Okay, so now the same formula we are applying for discounts concept. Okay, so what is the basic difference for increment and decrement is when it is discount, we need to decrease the value. When we are decreasing the value, obviously, as I said, we should consider negative value, correct? So initially, so A value, how much discount shop person given? 20% initially. So again 20%. So two times they have given. Instead of considering 40%, they are giving 20% plus 20%. So first 20% discount is given. So A value will be, A value is minus 20. Second time, again 20% is given. So again B value is minus 20. Now in the formula, A into B. So minus 20 into minus 20. Minus into minus plus. So plus 20 into 20, 400. 400 by 100. 100 once, 100 4 times. So minus 20, minus 20. Minus 40 plus 4, which is equals to minus 36. So minus indicates you are getting overall discount. Overall discount. Discount means final discount of 36% you will get. So that's the reason I said if somebody is offering you 20% and 20% discount, don't prefer that. So instead directly ask 40% discount, because 40% discount is more benefited than 20 and 20, because if you will choose 20 and 20% discount, you are getting only 36% discount. Okay, I hope you all are clear with this successive increment or successive decrement. It's not about only two times will get increase, two times will get decrease. Okay, remember this formula shortcut can be applied for if two values will get increased successively, or two values will get decreased successfully, or one time if you increase and one time if you decrease. So two times changes happen. So one increase and one decrease. You can use a formula happily, but make sure that when it is getting increased, take positive. When it is getting decreased, take negative value. That's the only thing that you should keep it in mind. So rest of the things, this formula will take care. Okay, I hope you all are clear with this. Let me see chart. Yeah. Okay. Hrushkesh posted one question. Okay. Sir, what is the formula when three successive discounts were given? Okay. Actually, we have a formula for three successive discounts. Okay. By taking A plus B plus C plus AB plus BC plus CA by 100 plus ABC by 10,000. It's too lengthy, right? So I suggest one thing rather than going the formula of three successive discounts. Okay. But you ask one valid question. So, sir, what if we have 20%, 20%, let's say another 10%? Okay, so I will tell you the solution. First do A plus B plus AB by 100 for these two values. You will get one value, correct? Now consider this is A and next value will be B. Now apply the same formula again. So if it is three values also, you will get answer. Now first to apply for two values. So whatever the value will get, consider this value is A and next value is B. So now apply the same logic, okay, for the rest of the values. Hrishikesh, are you clear? Yeah. Yes, good. Okay, so these are the important concepts in percentages minimum. Okay, when you are solving percentages, minimum basic knowledge we should have about all these things. Okay, successive increment, successive decrement, basic calculations, and how to take percentage increase and percentage decrease. As I said, in the denominator value, from which value it is getting increased and from which value it is getting decreased, we should consider those values in the denominator. These are the minimum basic things we should understand from percentages. Okay, I hope you all are clear about this concept of percentages. Now, just give me 10 minutes of time. Let me quickly brief about regarding this profit and loss. Okay, even this is also plays a major role. See, guys, I'm not explaining the questions directly. As I said in the last class, without concept, solving 1,000 questions does not make any sense. Okay, so that's the reason before solving at least questions. So I'm not explaining the concept 100%. Actually, in CV Corp, like we used to deal these two topics for 5 to 6 days. Okay, so minimum 5 to 6 days, minimum 5 to 6 hours it requires. So to complete this percentage and profit and loss concept completely. So we don't have that time to complete this concept. That's the reason I'm just giving you main key points and key shortcuts to discuss, which helps you to solve questions from percentages and profit and loss. Okay, so if you want complete concept, you can get it from the CV Corp YouTube channel. Okay, now let's go with profit and loss concept. What actually profit and loss? We can say that profit and loss is business mathematics. Okay, profit and loss is business mathematics. Now, let me give you a quick and brief things about terminology in profit and loss, because terminology plays a major role in profit and loss. Okay, let's say it's all about, like, we can consider each and every point and every situation which is related to our real time situation. Okay, let's say an example. Okay, let's take, I bought a t-shirt. Okay, let's consider an example. I just wanted to start a business. Okay, if I wanted to start a business, first thing, if I want to sell some products to the customers, first I should buy, correct? Now let's say I bought a t-shirt for 500 rupees. I bought a t-shirt for 500 rupees. Now, when I'm buying the t-shirt for 500 rupees, the price at which I bought is called cost price of the shirt, because when I want to sell to the customer, first I should buy. So the price which I bought the t-shirt, we call that price is cost price. Now, what basically business persons will do, so after buying that for 500 rupees, they will make a tag. Okay, tag price, we call it as tag price or market price. Okay, now what I'm doing is I increased that price, so we can also call that price as MRP. Hope this word is most familiar for you all. MRP, in profit and loss terminology, we call it as market price, and some people might also call it as tag price. All are same, but using the different terminology. Now what, after buying for 500 rupees, when customer came to my shop, I will say it is 1200. Okay, this is MRP. We can also call it as market price. I will say that price by increasing the value, correct? Because I should get profit, right? So I increase the value to 1200. Now, obviously, in order to run the business, customer satisfaction is important. What customers will expect? Customer will expect obviously the discount. Now, I will offer, okay, the discount of 200 rupees. Okay, I will offer a discount of 200 rupees. Now remember the point, discount will always be given from market price. Okay, after increasing the price from 500 to 1200, I'm giving just a small amount of discount, which is nothing but 200 rupees. Now customer will get satisfied, at least he got some discount. Now after giving 200 rupees discount from 1200, now what is the value left out? 1000 rupees. This 1000 rupees we call it as selling price, the price at which we are selling to the customer. The price that we are selling to the customer, we call it as selling price. Now understand the scenario here. At what price I bought a shirt? 500 rupees. Now I increased that price. I increased that price. We call that price is called market price. Okay. From market price, I'm giving discount of 200 rupees. After giving discount of 200 rupees, now I'm getting selling price. So selling price will be 1000 rupees. Now in the whole picture, can you guess what will be the profit here? So obviously profit means selling price minus cost price, correct? Profit means selling price minus cost price. So selling price is 1000. Cost price means the price at which I bought is 500, means I got a profit of 500 rupees. I got a profit of 500 rupees. Now, a question for you. How much percentage of the profit I got? Can you post answers in the chat box? How much is my profit percentage? Here I got a value. Profit is 500 rupees, but I want profit percentage. So for that, we have a formula. Okay. I hope you all might know. If not, okay, I will tell you what will be the formula we will use. Yeah, exactly. Yes, somebody is posted 50, but majority answers I got it as 100%. Very good. Yes, super. Okay, so here profit percentage, if you observe profit percentage formula is profit by cost price into 100. Profit by cost price into 100. Okay, so when you will get profit by cost price into 100, not always in business we will get profit. Sometimes you may get loss also. If you will get loss, if you want to calculate loss percentage, loss by cost price into 100. Okay, loss by cost price into 100. And you might be thinking about, okay sir, why we are considering cost price in the denominator? Okay, so very simple. So don't by heart any formulas. My suggestion is don't by heart any formulas. So I will tell you the reason why we are considering cost price in the denominator. Majority of the students just only they will remember the formula and they will substitute the values. Okay, majority of the people might not know about the logic why we are using cost price in the denominator. See, either profit or loss is completely depends on the reference value. I mean, completely depends on the cost price. I will give an example. Let's say if I sell this pen to you for 60 rupees, can you guess how much profit I get? If I sell this pen to you for 60 rupees, okay, how much profit will I get? How can you expect like how much profit or loss I get, because you don't know at which price I bought this pen, correct? So without cost price, you cannot say how much per profit or how much loss. If you want to say how much I get profit or loss, so obviously what's the value you required? So you required cost price. So that's the reason in the formula, always either profit percentage or loss percentage, we should take cost price in the denominator. I hope you all are clear. So now substitute the values here. Profit percentage means how much profit was given here. So 500 rupees profit I got. By cost price again, it is 500 rupees into 100. So 500 will get cancelled. Profit is 100%. So I invested 500 rupees. I got 500 rupees again profit. So 100% is my profit percentage. 100% is my profit percentage. I hope you all are clear about this terminology. And I will ask you one question. How much discount percentage I give? Can you tell answer for this by understanding the values? I already given that 200 rupees discount given. So I want how much discount percentage given. Yes, very good. Exactly. So it's not 40. It's Yes, it's 16.66. Very good. So how much discount percentage will be given is here discount percentage formula. If you want to calculate discount percentage, so try to understand all these things. Okay. And I'm definitely sure that these formulas or these logics or shortcuts will definitely help you to solve questions from TCSNQT. So discount percentage means discount by. So here it is not cost price or selling price. It is market price. Why market price means, obviously I said discount will always be given from market price. After increasing only you should give the discount, right? So otherwise you will get a loss. So discount by market price into 100. So how much is the discount given here? I gave 200 rupees discount by what will be the market price? It is 1200. So into 100 basically. Okay, so 200 once, 206 times. So if you observe 1 by 6, you should say that it is 16.66%. So directly the conversions. So we have a standard conversions. 1 by 3 means 33.33. Half of 1 by 3 is 1 by 6. 1 by 6 means 16.66. If you want to know clearly about these conversions, fraction to percentage, percentage to fraction conversions and all. So as I said, you just watch that video earlier. So regarding complete concept of percentages and profit and loss, you will get to know more about this concept. Okay, so whatever the things we learn in percentages, okay, almost 80% of the things we'll use it in profit and loss. Okay, so very, very important key topics in aptitude, percentages and profit and loss. And I'm definitely sure that 1000% there is no TCS question paper without questions from percentages and profit and loss. Okay, 100% you will get minimum 3 to 4 questions from these two topics. Okay, so be clear, and maximum you cannot miss those questions if you are thorough with the concept. Okay, so that's it. Next, when it comes to the point of profit and loss, okay, I will tell you one more important logic, like how to find it out. Okay, let's say I have a marked price. I have a marked price, let's say some X value. As I said, always discount will be given from market price. Now I'm getting 20% discount. If you remove discount, discount is 20% from market price. So obviously after removing discount, you will get a value selling price, correct? From market price, if you give discount of 20%, you will get a selling price. Now the selling price is 200. Can you guess what will be the market price? Means simple logic, from which value, if you remove 20%, you will get 200. What is this value? Okay, so try it and post your answers in the chat box. Yes, many are posting it as 240, 240, 250. Someone posted, only one person posted 250. Okay, my point is very simple. From which value? Here I'm not asking increment. Here I'm giving discount. From which value, if you will give 20% discount, you will get 200. So let's say, okay, as you said, majority of the students posted it as 240. Let's consider market price is 240. Now, if I give 20% discount from market price, 20% discount from market price, will I get 200 here? So let's try to check. Okay, 20% off 240, how much I should get decreased? So as I said at the starting, one shortcut, right? 0, 0, cancel. 24 twos are 48. Now 48 rupees discount I got. So if I remove 48 rupees from 240, will I get 200? No, it is only 192. Correct? So that's a reason. So if you remove 48 rupees from 240, you are not getting 200. Means this market price is not 240. So majority of the students who posted it as 240 is wrong. Okay, now let me check any other answers. Yeah, I can see now answers are okay, 250. Okay, so let's consider when it is 250, if the market price is 250, now what is 20% of 250? So 20% of 250. So again 0, 0 will get cancelled. 25 to 50. So I'm getting 50 rupees discount from 250. If I get 50 rupees discount from 250, I'm getting 200 rupees, correct? So obviously answer is 250. But I will not recommend students to do this method because we call this method as trial and error method. Okay, you just check your answers in the chat box. First students posted 240. So we cross-checked it for 240. We are not getting that answer. So what we did again, we go with 250. So my point is, if you do this trial and error method in competitive exam, you will get only 1 minute time for each question. So it is not sufficient to solve questions like this. So I will tell you one direct shortcut to find market price. Okay. Okay, for if you remove 20% discount from market price, you are getting 200 rupees as a selling price, right? So what will be this particular value? Direct shortcut, guys, listen. So market price is equals to how much is the selling price? 200. 200, write this 200 by, okay, remember the shortcut. There are so many questions in the upcoming slides based on this logic. Okay, so listen carefully. So from one particular value, when you are giving 20% discount, you are getting 200 rupees. What is this value is the question mark. Okay, now when you want to find this value, right, after giving discount, what is the value you are getting? 200. Write this 200 by how much discount you are getting? 20% discount. Now, out of 100, if you remove 20%, how much percentage is left out? 80%. Write this 80%. Okay. Now, as we know that 80% you can write, or in the form of fractions, you can write. So 80 by 100, right? 80% means 80 by 100. 24s, 25s. So 80% can be written as 4 by 5, correct? So instead of 80%, if you want, you can write 4 by 5. So now the market price is 200 by 4. This 5 will go to the numerator. Again, it will be into 5. So 4 ones, 4 50s. So 50 into 5, 250. So the market price is 250. So you can just remember this logic. Okay, from one market price, if you are getting 20% discount, after removing 20% discount, you are getting 200. So what will be the market price? Now market price is equals to, after removing discount, what is the value? 200. Write this 200 divided by of how much you are removing? 20% removing. So don't write 20% there. So you have, after removing 20%, 80% is left out. You have to write 80% in the denominator. Sir, why this 4 by 5 means 80% I converted into fractions to make our calculation simple. So 4 by 5. So when you do this calculation, you will get market price is 250. I hope you all are clear about these small things. Okay, these are the minimum conceptual knowledge that every student should know before solving percentages and profit and loss questions. Okay, that's it, guys. These are the concepts. Now our main task will start. Okay, what is our main task? Main task is to solve previous year TCS questions. Now I will display one by one all the questions from percentages and profit and loss which were asked in last 4 years in TCS exam. Okay, and on different slots, I gathered as many questions as possible. Okay, some questions asked in foundation round which are very easy, and obviously, as I said, percentages and profit and loss are the topics where you will get questions in foundation as well as advanced. Minimum you can expect 4 questions in TCS. Whichever the slot you consider, you will get to know slowly, like after attempting. So percentages and profit and loss, you will get minimum 3 to 4 questions. So if you will get foundation in the foundation round, questions might be from easy to medium level, so you can solve. But if you are attempting advanced aptitude test, so definitely you should go through concept. You should, there might be some complicated calculations and all. You should have thorough knowledge about the concept. Okay, now, so we'll solve questions from profit and loss, percentage and profit and loss. Okay, yeah. From here, we'll start solving our questions. Sindhu's monthly income is 25% more than Bindu's monthly income. If Bindu's monthly income is 5,000, then what is the monthly income of Sindhu? Okay. Now here they have given condition. This is, I can say that this is easy level question. Okay. This is not medium or difficult. This question we can consider it as easy level. So which was asked in last year foundation section. Okay. Now Sindhu's monthly income is 25% more than Bindu's monthly income. And they have clearly mentioned that what is the monthly income of Bindu? So Bindu's monthly income will be 5,000, correct? So what will be the Sindhu's monthly income? They are asking. Okay, what will be the monthly income of Sindhu? So Sindhu's monthly income will be 25% more than Bindu's. Okay, so actually Bindu is getting 5,000 rupees plus they have clearly mentioned the Sindhu's monthly income will be 25% more than what actually Bindu is getting, correct? So 25% of 5,000. Okay, what is 25% of 5,000? You can say that So already it is 5,000 plus 25% of 5,000. I said that, one trick in the starting of the class. So two zeros eliminated, 25 fives, 125, and one more zero is left out. So obviously Sindhu's income will be 5,000 plus 1,250. So what will be the answer? It is 6,250. This is the basic question in percentages they have given in foundation section. At least you should understand like how we should take the percentage. And one more biggest challenge of this question is, okay, you should solve this question, you should understand the question, and you should do these calculations within 40 to 50 seconds. Okay, less than a minute. Okay, that's the biggest task. And students might be thinking, sir, this question is very easy, so we can able to solve. It's and time limit is also there. You should able to solve this question and calculations within a minute. Okay, so I hope you all are clear with this question. Let's go with next one. Okay, this is the question asked in last year advanced section. Okay, in advanced aptitude, they have given this question. Okay, so read the question and understand the question clearly and try to post your answers once if you are done with the question. I will give you 1 minute time. Try to understand. Yes, here ignore about the names. In thesis exam, they will give you some different names. Okay, here they have mentioned that Gargi, Sheetal, and Neelam go to a fruit shop to buy some oranges. Okay, Gargi wants to buy 9 oranges, but is short of money equals to the cost of one orange. Sheetal wants to buy 4 oranges, but she has 9 rupees extra. Neelam wants to buy 6 oranges, but she has 2 rupees less than required. If they all pool all the money, so then they have that exact amount of funds to buy 19 oranges. Find the total money with Gargi and Sheetal together have. Yes, some are posting 84. Okay, now listen carefully. Those who are still trying, let's solve it together. Okay, so we'll just try to understand the conditions clearly. Okay, don't feel that the question is very lengthy and it might be difficult. So if you understand the proper logic, it is very easy question. Okay, so there are three persons. Okay, I'm just considering here Gargi, the letters of the in the name, first letter of the name. So Gargi, Sheetal, and Neelam. Okay, they went to a fruit shop to buy some oranges. Okay, did they mention anything about what is the cost of each orange? No. So I'm assuming it as, assume each orange cost is X rupee. Okay, so each orange cost is X rupees. Now, when Gargi wants to buy 9 oranges, okay, but is short of money equals to cost of one orange. Okay, actually Gargi wants to buy 9 oranges. If they wants to buy 9 oranges, they should have 9 x rupees because each orange cost is X rupees. But he is less of money equals to the cost of one orange. So can I say that Gargi is having 9x? Actually, she wants to buy so 9 oranges. So each orange cost is X. So 9x minus she's short of one orange cost of money. So minus X. Now Sheetal. Now coming to the point of Sheetal. Sheetal wants to buy 4 oranges. So 4 oranges. If she wants to buy 4 oranges, she should have 4x rupees. But what happened here? She has 4 orange. She wants to buy 4 oranges, but she has 9 rupees extra. Can I say that she is having 4x plus 9? Because if she have the amount which is equals to 4x, so she can buy 4 oranges, but she is having 9 rupees extra. Now Neelam wants to buy 6 oranges, but she has 2 rupees less than required. Actually, if she wants to buy 6 oranges, how much amount she should have? 6x, correct? But is he having 6x rupees? No, she's having 2 rupees less. So 6x minus 2. Now the condition clearly they have given that if they all okay combined all the values which they have, all the money they have, the total with the total amount they can buy how many oranges? 19 oranges. If they wants to buy 19 oranges, they should have how much amount? 19x rupees, correct? Now these values, if they all pull together, if they all pull together means they have to combine all the values. So 9x minus x, which is equals to 8x, 8x plus 4x plus 9 plus 6x minus 2. So if you add all these values, 8x plus 4x is 12x, 12x plus 6x is 18x. So can I say that 18x, okay, plus 9 minus 2 is plus 7 is equals to 19x. Okay, now after solving this is equals to 19x, total amount they have is to buy 19 oranges. So if you solve, x value will be 7. So if you will take 18x to the right hand side, 19x minus 18x is x, x is equals to 7. Now after getting x value 7, now just observe, okay, so they're asking find the total money with Gargi and Sheetal together have. Okay, Gargi is having actually 8x, 9x minus x, 8x. 8x means x value is 7, 8 sevens are 56. So Gargi is having 56 rupees. Now Sheetal is having 4x minus, sorry, 4x plus 9. X value is 7. 4x means 7 fours. 28. 28 plus 9, which is equals to 37. So 56 plus 37 is the final answer. 56 plus 37, which is equals to 93. So they both together have 93 rupees. Very simple. You just need to understand, okay, how to frame and how to understand that particular conditions given in the question. Okay, other than that, if you understand the question clearly, half of the solution will be done. Okay, so majority of the students fail to understand the question. You just be clear about the question. So then write the condition slowly. So based on that, like you will get answer. Okay. Yes. Yes, I can see like majority posted just 93. Nice. Okay, now without any delay, we'll solve next questions. Guys, we'll try to solve as many questions as possible today. Okay, if not, okay, so we'll continue solving remaining questions in tomorrow's class as well. Don't worry about it. So we'll try to solve as many questions as possible from percentages and profit and loss, because these two are very, very important topics. Okay, next one. Yeah. Right. Yeah, time is also more than 1 minute as it is in advanced section. Yes, of course. Okay, mostly you will not one best advantage we have in thesis, either in foundation or advanced section, is you don't have time limit for each question. Okay, so if you have time limit for each question, then you should worry about it. You don't have time limit for each question. Let's say this question, okay, overall section timer will be running out, so you don't have any I mean question timer. Okay, so no need to worry about it. Let's say example, I'm confident that I can able to solve this question. If I want like in 1 minute, if I can solve, then that's okay. If you want extra 1 more minute also, you can take, no issues. But make sure that when you are confident enough, try to spend more time on that. At least for spending more time, you will get correct answer. Okay, otherwise don't spend or don't waste more time on the questions which you are not confident in. Okay, so that's what the suggestion. So let's try to solve this question. Is there anybody posted? Yes, somebody posted 10% and all. Okay, now let's say the save these type of questions from percentages are very, very important. So the savings of Sureka are equals to 40% of her expenditure, Okay, the savings of Sureka are equals to 40% of her expenditure. If her income is increased by 20% and expenses is increased by 40%, what about her savings decreased by what percentage? Very, very important question. To solve this question, very simple logic you should understand. See, I'll just give you one small example. Income. Let's say my income is 10,000 rupees. I'm just taking an example. My income is 10,000 rupees. Income is equals to expenses. Okay. So income is equals to expenses. Okay. Let's assume that expenses means my expenses are, okay, my all expenses are including food, everything and all, 6,000 is my expenses. Then what about remaining 4,000? Can I consider it as my savings? So I got an income of 10,000 rupees. So 6,000 is my expenses and remaining savings, whatever I have. So those savings are 4,000. So now if the students, if they understand this particular logic, income is equals to expenses plus savings. If I'm getting income of 10,000, so my expenses is 6,000. And what about 4,000? These are my savings. This question can be solved easily by understanding this logic. I hope you are clear with the logic. Now let me explain the, okay, how question, how to solve it. Okay, so already we know that income is equals to expenses plus savings. Okay, now just take the condition. The savings of Sureka are equals to 40% of her expenses. Okay, we don't know how much is Sureka's expenditure, correct? So I'm assuming it as 100. So don't get confused, sir, why you are considering only 100. If you want, you can consider 500, or if you want, you can consider 1,000 rupees as well. You will get same answer. Now let's say, okay, my Sureka's expenses is 100 rupees. Okay, now what about her savings? They clearly mention that her savings is 40% of her expenses. So her expenses is 100 rupees. Her savings will be 40% of 100. So can I say that her savings will be 40 rupees? Now, what will be her income after knowing expenses and savings? Obviously, we can say that her income is 140 rupees. Correct? Now, this is the logic we understood. Next, what happened if her income increases by 20%? What is her income now? 140. Now her income is increases by 20%, means 20% of 140 is equals to 0 cancel. 14 twos are 28. Now her income is increased by 28 rupees. Her income is increased by 28 rupees. What is her income initially? 140. Now increased by 28 rupees. What is her new income? 168 rupees. Correct? Now 168 rupees. Now next condition, her income is increased by 20% and expenses is increased by 40%. Initially, what is her expenses? 100 rupees. Now again expenses increased by 40%, means it is 140 now. Now can you guess, income is 168, expenses is 140, then what about remaining 28 rupees? 28 rupees are savings. So remaining 28 rupees are obviously savings. Now what's the question is, her savings is decreased by, her savings is decreased by, savings is decreased by what percentage? Initially, if you observe, what is her savings? 40 rupees. Now what is her savings? 28 rupees. Now is that decreased or increased? Obviously decreased. That's the reason they mention it is decreased. How, what percentage? Now what I need to find is, her savings is decreased by what percentage? Now how much got decreased? Numerator, what is the difference? 40 and 28, difference is 12. Now in the denominator, which value should I consider? Is it 40 or 28? Here they're talking about how much percentage got decreased. Decreased means from which value it is getting decreased, we should consider in the denominator. Either we should consider 40 or 28. Is it decreasing from 40 to 28 or 28 to 40? So obviously it is decreasing from 40 to 28. So we should consider 40 in the denominator, because from which value it is getting decreased. So into 100 will gives you what percentage her savings got decreased. So answer is 30%. Her savings got decreased by 30%. So answer is option B. Okay, so entire question, okay, is depending on this particular logic. So if you know this logic, income is equals to expenses plus savings. It is very easy to solve this question. Okay, I hope you all are clear about this question. Let me see chat box. Yes, exactly. Very good. Next one. Okay, we'll solve this question first. There are so many questions. Okay, so we'll solve it even tomorrow in tomorrow's class as well. So there are so many questions which we gathered from percentage and profit and loss, which were asked in last TCS exams. Okay, so try this question, everyone. Okay, merchant A sold an article, okay, after giving two successive discounts of 25% and 30% on tag price. See, we can call it as tag price or market price. Merchant B sold the same article after giving 20% and 30% on the tag price. If the difference between the selling price of both articles is 17.5 rupees, find the tag price of the article. As it is the same question asked in the last year exam about in profit and loss. But if students knows about discount concept, just now I said, okay, like 10 to 15 minutes back about discount concept, a successive discount, like what is the shortcut? A plus B plus AB by 100. And the same type of example I have given, there are two shops A and B. So let's consider here merchant A and merchant B. Okay, so see how simply we can solve this question is merchant A sold an article after giving two successive discounts. First discount is 25%. What's the second discount? 30%. Now we already know the formula A plus B plus AB by 100. When we are talking about discount, we should consider negative value. So that's the reason here minus 25 minus 30 minus into minus plus 25 into 3 75 750 by 100. So 0 0 cancel here. Minus 25 minus 30 is minus 55 plus 7.5. So minus 55 plus 7.5 is, we can say that minus 47.5, correct? Minus 47.5. Here, after taking 25% and 30% discount, I'm getting overall discount of 47.5%. Now the same logic will apply here. Merchant B is giving 20% and 30%. So one is 20% and next one will be 30%. So 20% and 30% means obviously minus 20 minus 30 plus minus into minus. So you might be getting a doubt, sir, why you are taking plus here? So minus into minus plus here A into B, right? Minus A into minus B. So it is plus AB. So plus 600, 20 into 30 is 600 by 100. So minus 50 plus 6, okay, which is equals to minus 44%. Okay. Now what they have given is here, how much is the overall discount they are giving? 47.5%. Here, how much is the overall discount we are getting? 44%. Now they clearly mention that the difference between the selling price of both articles is 17.5 rupees. What will be the difference between 44% and 47.5%? Can I say that it is 3.5% is the difference? 3.5% is the difference. This 3.5% difference indicates this 17.5 rupees. So 17.5 rupees. They're asking about find the tag price of the article. Tag price means the overall price, correct? The market price. So they're asking us to find 100% is how much? 100% is how much? So 3.5% is 17.5 rupees. 3.5% is 17.5 rupees. What about 100% value? So when they're asking us to find 100% value, so first we should consider, so let's say 3.5 one time. Okay, 3.5 two times is 7. 7 two times is 14. Again for 14, if you add 3.5, it is 17.5. Now I can say that 3.5 one time, 3.5 5 times is 17.5. Now I got 1% value is 5 rupees. When 1% value is 5 rupees, they are asking us to find 100%. What will be the 100% value? 500 rupees. So answer for this question is 500 rupees. So only thing, if you observe here, for explaining clearly, I have taken so much of time. But to be honest, if you understand this logic a plus b plus ab by 100, this question can be solved, okay, within a minute, or like taking buffer of 10 to 20 seconds. That's it. Okay, you can solve this question within less than 1.5 minute. Okay, so I hope you all are clear about this question. Yeah, somebody is asking a doubt. Okay, guys, I hope you all are clear about today's thing. So today's class, like most of the thing, we discussed about the concept in percentages and profit and loss, and we have solved a few questions, and it is not yet completed. So there are few more questions left out in percentage and profit and loss. We'll continue in tomorrow's class. See, my point is, when you are learning something of some part, okay, learn completely. Don't learn like half of the part in percentage and half of the part in profit and loss. So we are learning anyhow like concept as well as questions. So learn it completely so that you will get more clarity about the concept. Today's class, like most of the thing we discussed about concept, we solved only few questions, and there are so many questions left out. So we'll try to solve it in tomorrow's class. And by tomorrow's class, we are going to complete this percentage and profit and loss completely. Okay. So okay, so I got a message in the chat box repeating the last step. So here, if you observe, the two successive discounts, they got it as one is 25 and next one is 30. So here overall discount is I'm getting 47.5. Now, merchant B is giving one 20% discount and another 30% discount. So overall discount I'm getting 44%. They clearly mentioned that the difference between the selling price of both articles is 17.5 rupees. So the difference indicates minus only, right? So here 47.5 and 44, the difference is 3.5. I have written clearly 3.5. This 3.5% indicates 17.5 rupees, correct? So when 3.5% is 17.5 rupees, so 1% is 5 rupees, because here 3.5 5 times is 17.5. How? Means very simple. 3.5 two times. If you double 3.5, what's the value? 7, correct? When you double again 7, it is 14. Again, when you add 3.5 to the 14, so it will be 17.5. So 3.5 one times and 3.5 5 times. So 1% is 5, 100% is 500. So why we are taking 100% means they are mentioning that what is the tag price of the article. Tag price means it's a complete value. Okay. So I hope you all are clear now. So rest of the questions will continue in the next class. So meanwhile, what you will do is after uploading the video in the YouTube, so watch it again. If you have any doubts, if you want more clarity, watch it again. Okay, go through the concept. If you want this concept more in a more clear way, so as I said, already we uploaded the complete concept of percentages and profit and loss in CV Corp YouTube channel. So go through that, all videos. So before coming to tomorrow's class, you will get more clarity, and it is very easy for you to understand the shortcuts and the way what I am explaining. Okay, so that's it, guys, for today. So we'll meet you all in tomorrow's class. Thank you. Stay online. Just take 5 minutes break. So we'll continue the programming class. Okay. Thank you.